everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. The episode was called Weaponized Soul. And now elements are starting to make more sense, although they are becoming more convoluted as they make more sense, which I know probably is just a muddle of elements that are very difficult to comprehend at best. But you've got a time loop involved, and the original creator of the unlimited energy machine, we realize how that came to be, and then Todd says, "You're not listening to me. You can't fix this. Some choices you have to live with." And realize that eventually the universe has its own mechanizations of working itself out. But there was one scene in particular with the kitten, and I thought, well, a real life exploding kitten. So that might be where the guys who developed the exploding kitten idea, although this kitten is completely different, and we know that the bad guys involved in the story actually got a hold of the machine and used it to swap souls into different bodies. That's why oh, what's her face? That's why she's in the body of a Welsh Corgi, and why she has the soul of a Welsh Corgi. Can't think of her name right off the top, but it was George who got, or Golden Waters, or George Waters. He was the one that got a hold. Actually, he was the one that was asking them what the heck was going on. And he says, I saw you in the hotel before. Like, oh yeah, now that makes sense now because it was a time loop. But yeah, this episode was really good and really funny, and just kept you on your toes, and it also actually almost made me cry. But Dirk's real agenda is revealed, and this is going to be a little bit spoilery, but the reason that he started this whole quest wasn't for the machine in and of itself, even though he was trying to solve the case, and that was his ultimate modus operandi. But along the way, he meets the unlikely bellhop who changes everything for him, and they become friends. And of course Todd says, "You're the most selfish, conceited, boorish person I've ever met. And not only that, but you're a major, bastard for doing this to me, all because you wanted a friend. You're the worst." And I thought, that's a little bit harsh. I mean, Dirk probably never really planned on becoming your friend to begin with. I think his whole plot, well, he said there are a lot of, it's so funny, it's the irony of "I should have seen that coming" as one of the running gags in the show, especially when he gets clocked by the creator of the unlimited energy machine. And he had followed them from the past, and of course it's just very unlikely events stringed together. It's all about string theory, and I should say super string theory, not just string theory. But it's just exploded into this unbelievable, confusing mass of what the heck is going to happen next. And you think, so what about Amanda? I mean, where does Amanda figure in all this? I'm kind of curious. And they all have their different roles to play in this particular series. I've noticed that. And I like Farah, although we've only seen... I like Amanda too, even though Amanda's... they're all tragic characters in a way, because Todd has his disease, and his disease is linked to Amanda's disease. And we know... I'm pretty sure, this is just going theory, that I've said this before, if one should die, then the other one will die as well, because they're connected. It's that whole interconnectivity kind of thread. Haha! See what I did there? Super string theory. That links them all as different individuals, yet they're part of the same whole. And that's what makes this so intriguing. And I've got one more episode to go, so I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd better answer some more questions. But I like, even though the villains in this series are just, they're dunderheaded, but yeah, they mean business. And when they come after you, they hit their target. And they have these crossbows, and then they have these fiber optic tasers. If they hit you, yeah, they demobilize you. I thought, oh, that's awesome. I mean, I just say that, but it's like, ooh, sweetness. I mean, I wouldn't mind to have some of that. If I were in a combat situation, that would be the most likely way I would just render my opponent inactive, and I would flee, because I don't like fighting. That would be the least, the path to least resistance. But I thought, oh no, I don't know what's gonna happen, because now they're in big trouble. But yeah, it's quite a ride, and I'm really loving this series so far. So that's all I gotta say. Until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.